For many, life's burdens are too great to carry alone.
I think he just missed that, being loved by somebody.
Luckily, Stephen Williams does find someone.
She wasn't afraid to be herself, and she wasn't afraid to ignore what people didn't like about her.
Stevie, you know you can trust me.
But what if true love isn't as it appears?
It was horrifying.
It was just a matter of time before everything was going to blow up.
And no one knows just how twisted things will become.
That's when the jealousy really started to set its roots.
I was scared because I didn't know what happened.
Love may be blind and marriage bliss, but divorce is murder. Marion, Iowa, a perfect small town for starting over. And recent divorcee Opal Skidmore is determined to make the best of things. Life hasn't always been easy for her.
Opal had been in an abusive relationship with her ex-husband.
She couldn't take the kids, so they awarded to the state. She chose to stay-at-home mom, but when she moved out, she was able, pay all of her bills. She was really stepping up.
Okay.
As she works hard to improve things in her life, Opal also finds time to have fun.
Let's do this.
She loved karaoke.
She loves to sing.
She's not the only one. Recently divorced Stephen Williams is looking for some fun, too.
Hi. Right here?
He just loves singing. He made his own piano. He makes his own music. Yeah, he really loves doing that.
He's a computer engineer. He had been working on computers since like the 80s when they first came out.
It's a good job for Stephen, but it's not a great life.
I think he just missed that, being loved by somebody.
As fate would have it, Opal and Stephen's paths collide one evening in 2005.
Opal Skidmore?
They were at a bar, and they're both doing karaoke night that night. And it was a night you had to do duos. And so they just hit it off from there.
Hi. Love like a drug, okay?
Yeah, sure, that's great.
She wasn't afraid to be herself. That's who she was.
Let's do something we'll regret. I'm tired of being so good. I wanna stop and savor a sick imagination.
Opal and Stephen quickly become close friends.
The fact that he found somebody that loved karaoke just as much as he did, and they both had kids, so they had a common ground. I mean, I think that really sparked something for him.
All right. Thank you.
In time, their friendship blossoms into something more exciting.
You ever gonna go talk to that waitress?
I was fixing to, truly, but then you asked and all the spontaneity was gone. I work on instinct only.
I guess we have that in common.
They were not planning to get in a relationship. It just kind of happened. They just kind of clicked like there, and they just got together.
He told her one day that he worshiped the ground she walked on because he loved her that much.
And 2 years after they meet, the pair takes the plunge.
Came in, he's like, I got some news. I'm like, oh, great, now what? He's like, wait, and she's like, we got married. I'm like, what are you talking about? Dad never told me you got married.
It's a welcome change for Stephen's daughter, Amanda, who was raised by Stephen alone.
I feel like she was a mom figure, and she was there, and I'm like, okay, cool. I can talk to someone about this girl's stuff.
The newlyweds settle into their new lives together, but something's missing.
Hey, did you know that, like car accidents, most hardware problems are due to driver error? You get it? Opal. Computer geek to Opal. Come in, please, Opal. Hey, you okay?
When Opal fled her abusive husband in 2005, she had to leave her 2 children as well.
It isn't right. Well, what are you waiting for then? I'm ready if you are.
Really? Really?
Between him and her, decided as a couple, we're gonna fight for custody for your kids. And she did manage to get them back.
Four years later, things get even better.
Whoa! Opal! Opal!
What?
They want to see me.
I knew they would.
Stephen ended up applying for a software position with our company, which is the biggest company in Indianapolis. It's a worldwide company.
They actually paid to fly him to Indiana, and they immediately hired him.
But after a while, the change brings unexpected consequences.
Opal was getting unhappy in the relationship. I mean, she was staying at home, you know, she wasn't doing much. She's just like being bored housewife, if you want to call it that.
Ready for an adventure, Becca?
I'm just about ready for anything.
Opal's boredom quickly affects the whole family.
I gotta do something, Stevie. I'm going stir crazy here. But I got a plan. I am gonna hit the open road.
Come again?
I'm gonna be a truck driver.
Opal, what are you talking about?
Here. I got to this.
Psychotherapist Stacy Kaiser and forensic psychologist Brian Russell share some insights on the state of Opal and Stephen's relationship.
At this point in the relationship, Opal is beginning to find herself being bored. The underlying feeling for boredom tends to be anger. And so I'm wondering, what is she angry about? Is she angry that she moved? Is she angry about the family situation? Is there something going on that we don't know about?
Opal seems to feel like Stephen is the one who has a lot going on and she doesn't have as much going on, and so she's bored. And I think sometimes that can result in resentment of the person who does seem to have the big career or seem to have the more things going on. I think it can also result in the person doing something healthy, which is looking for ways to make their free time more meaningful.
When a person has come from a past environment like Opal's, where there has been abuse and stress, they live in a heightened state of adrenaline. And so you end up now in a relationship with someone like Stephen, and that adrenaline is gone. And so that can actually feel like boredom. And what she's going to need to do is to seek out something that gives her a little bit of excitement in a positive way.
Or the unhealthy thing that unfortunately we see happen a lot is they recreate some of their own chaos. They recreate for themselves some of the chaos that they came from.
for Stephen, Opal's ambition comes out of the blue.
I don't get it. I thought you were happy.
Hey. I won't be gone that long. And I've already talked to Ricky. He says I can do my practical hours with him, so.
Ricky? What does Ricky have to do with it?
Ricky was her ex-boyfriend. They had gone back, back and forth dating.
Don't you believe in me? You just think I'm some housewife.
That's not what I said.
Stevie, you know you can trust me.
That's not what I meant!
But is Opal's desire to hit the open road really an excuse for an open marriage?
Whatever!
Yeah! Whatever!
It's kind of weird and didn't seem right.
The whole situation looked chaotic. If it wasn't one thing, it was another with them.
Stephen and Opal Williams and their blended family of 5 are living a nice, comfortable life in Indianapolis. But Opal longs for something more. She thinks she can find what she's looking for on the open road. But there's one small problem, and it doesn't sit well with Stephen. Opal is going on the road with her ex-boyfriend, Ricky.
I advised Steve totally against it. I advised Steve to wake up. I told him I support him. If that makes you happy, if this is what you want, great. But Steve, look at the line, look at the way things are set up. It just doesn't sound right.
It's a far cry from the happy family Stephen signed up for 7 years earlier.
In the beginning, it was really tough for him because, he was so used to seeing her every day. And, he's starting to get really lonely because of, he doesn't have his wife next to him in the bed, and he doesn't wake up to her. He doesn't get to see her as much. I mean, it's really stressful on him.
No!
Okay, it's time to go. Bus will be here in 2 minutes.
The boys, while she was away, was completely in Stephen's care. Stephen had to handle any school situations, and luckily his daughter lived there too. So he wasn't completely on his own.
I'm very much an advocate for following your dreams, but I don't like anything about the way Opal is following hers. The fact that she is trying to do this open road trucking with an ex-boyfriend is very concerning to me. There's a lot of ways a person could learn to be a trucker. They don't need to go be with someone that they were once with before.
It really makes me wonder if there's not some additional motivation besides just wanting to get a job or wanting to travel and see the country. And so I'm concerned about the marriage, and the fact that Stephen is sort of passively acquiescing to it makes me concerned that maybe he is being a little avoidant of conflict and choosing to act as though he's in support of something when he probably really maybe has some pretty significant and valid concerns about it.
As time goes on, no one is taking well to Opal's absence.
All I'm saying is it would have been nice to come home to a clean kitchen. Is that so bad?
It is. When you come home after weeks away and the first thing you say is, "Wow, what a style! I can see you've been busy." I do everything around here and it's still not good enough?
Welcome to my last 7 years!
Hey, I let you go out there for weeks.
You let me?
That's not what I...
You let me?
That's not what I meant! Whatever!
Yeah! Whatever!
They got in an argument. They called it the Hell Week. They did. It was an entire week of them screaming and fighting at each other.
To my perspective, the whole situation looked chaotic. If it wasn't one thing, it was another with them.
To top it off, life's about to get even more chaotic.
Dad, Steve and I need somewhere to stay.
My husband and we found out we were 2 weeks pregnant, and we were not even married at the time.
Congrats, Mama.
Then, Stephen receives a call that will change everything.
Hello.
He's coming.
Who is this? Lisa, is that you?
Stephen, please come as soon as you can.
Of course.
Lisa is married to Opal's ex-husband, and it seems she's facing the same problem Opal once did.
He had been abusing her in Montana.
We gotta go.
He talked to Opal about if it's okay she can come back up here with the youngest child because he was living with their dad. And she said, yeah, of course, yeah, that's fine, you know. Go ahead, go get them.
said you can't do that in South Carolina.
Stephen brings Lisa and Montana back home.
Hey, let me get those. Lisa, this is Stephen, my daughter's fiance. Lisa's the boy's stepmom. She's gonna be staying with us for a bit.
Hi, Lisa. Welcome to the asylum.
I was very skeptical at Lisa moving in.
So what does everyone want for breakfast? Pancakes, boys!
No, wait, don't you dare. That's my job now, and it's the least I can do. So, sit.
Lisa does more than her share to make things right.
She's always cleaning up after everybody, literally. Always doing something to keep the house clean.
With Opal still on the road, Lisa easily fits right in. And it doesn't take long for these two broken hearts to mend. But as this household continues to grow, tensions begin to mount.
Opal! Open this damn door now!
Screw you!
You know, they're verbally fighting with each other.
It was just a matter of time before everything was going to blow up.
While Opal Williams and her ex-boyfriend Ricky are sometimes on the road, husband Stephen has let Lisa take refuge in the family house. But Lisa isn't just anyone. She's married to Opal's first husband and may have eyes on her current one. Two months after Lisa moves in, Ricky loses his contract, and Opal is home for good.
You waiting for me to say something?
What? No.
Okay, then.
About you and Lisa. You seem to be pretty cozy. Oh, is it my turn to wait? Because I can wait all night. I knew it!
Oh, you're one to talk.
What is that supposed to mean?
But he had came home and found that they were in the shower together. You know, I asked him how that made him feel. And he says it hurts.
And once the truth is out, neither of them will back down.
He's the one that opened the relationship. Even though she's already having an open relationship.
Every once in a while, an open relationship works if everyone is on the same page, they communicate on a regular basis, but this is every once in a while. And that's because there's many challenges that are involved in an open relationship. First of all, inevitably, somebody ends up getting jealous. Somebody ends up thinking they're going to be fine and ultimately they're not okay. Or someone ends up resentful because of that or any other reason.
I think that it's probably a solution that Stephen was aware was probably a horrible solution at some level, and yet he seems to be a guy who avoids conflict by acquiescing to things. And I think that never in the history of humanity has an open relationship really worked out.
No good is going to come out of this situation. I am just waiting to see exactly how it will erupt.
Well, that's one way to end a fight.
Yeah. So,
Yeah?
about Ricky.
What about him?
Well, he doesn't have a job right now, so he needs a place to stay.
It's kind of weird and didn't seem right.
I just think it's silly because we already had too many people living here.
Stephen and Opal don't seem to care.
Got your favorite. Here we go, here we go.
As much as you want.
Oh, wow, look at this. Hey, Ricky.
Lisa, that looks amazing.
In the beginning, it was working great. They were both getting along great. Everybody's getting along.
Maybe you go ahead and carve that.
Okay, so here goes nothing.
But the living arrangements are getting tighter and tighter.
My husband and I shared a room, and then Dad and Opal shared a room, and then Lisa had her own room.
Steven, can you get them to sit down, please?
The boys ended up still sharing a room. Ricky ended up sleeping downstairs in the living room.
Charlie!
Charlie! Hey!
Well, good of you to show up.
Of course not gonna miss that.
Yeah.
I hope it's okay. I'm sorry I'm late.
Oh, you don't have to be sorry. This is your home now.
Even Opal's cousin Charlie sleeps over.
Charlie was a distant relative of Opal. He was happy to have found a newfound cousin in his life, which was Opal.
And so he was trying to, reconnect.
That's a really
Excuse me, Charlie. Excuse me, guys. We just finished getting you that piece, Opal.
Here. Let me.
Yo, let the man of the house carve his own roast.
Now, boys, let's play nice.
How about you just let me have that? Just let it go.
It definitely reminded me of the powder keg because it was just a matter of time before everything was going to blow up.
To Opal's man for allowing us all to stay here.
Opal and Stephen's once happy marriage has grown into a relationship filled with jealousy and suspicions.
Well, you smell good. So you're still all right to take the boys tomorrow, right? I have that work thing that will go late.
Wait, what? When are you going to be back? Lisa! Would you turn that damn TV down? Is she going with you?
Aren't you going out with Ricky tonight?
So? That woman forgets that she's a guest in my house, in my bed.
Opal would hold over Stephen's head the fact that Stephen was sleeping with Lisa, but she was sleeping with Ricky, so it was very hypocritical. I think that's when the jealousy really did start to set in, because it seemed like shortly after that they started fighting, arguing with each other.
And Opal doesn't always emerge the winner.
Opal! Open this damn door now!
No! You can't make me!
Opal had locked herself in her master bedroom one day, And she had been drinking and drinking and drinking.
Why don't you go sing your sad song to Lisa?
You need to go see a shrink, you really do.
Screw you!
She'd bring it, you know, you need help and stuff. And then she'd like, well, I wouldn't need help if you didn't have, weren't sleeping with Lisa, and bringing it back over his head.
Get the hell out of there!
I never asked for this! You did! You did!
I'm not sure that's true.
In December of 2014, Opal was like, I can't do this. I want a divorce. I went out. She packed up her car that she had, got the 2 boys, and she left. She went to her old family in Oklahoma.
This is your fault.
With Opal gone for good, can Stephen handle life without her?
I think you should leave now!
This isn't over.
Yeah, she did not like it at all.
All I know, she called the police, though. That's all I know.
After years of breaking up and making up with his wife Opal, Stephen Williams has reached his breaking point.
Daddy, wake up. What's going on? You've been in bed over 24 hours.
Do you want us to call a doctor?
When Opal left, and his depression really got to him because now he's super lonely. Because, you know, all of a sudden the 2 kids that he really loved are gone. The woman that he truly did love is gone.
He let his depression took over?
It was the sleeping pills. I guess I got the dose wrong. But I'm okay now.
You can't do this. You're gonna be a granddaddy.
He's very heartbroken. And so he's like, I can't do this. Me and my wife Amanda really had a talk with him. It was like, you can't do this. You got a grandbaby on the way. You can't be doing this, man. Like, you're supposed to be the adult here. Come on. And, you know, he apologized to Amanda. It's like, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Everything seems to be falling apart around him.
Desperate, Stephen asks Opal to come back. But fate can sometimes be cruel.
Opal was driving, coming back from Oklahoma to Indiana because they decided to work out their marriage. She was driving 80 miles an hour in a 75, and a truck behind her had accidentally tapped her back end and trying to change lanes, and it caused her to hit another vehicle, which caused some a back injury because of the car accident. So the doctor said, for right now, until we figure out what's all going on with your back, let's put you in a wheelchair.
This doesn't keep Opal from enjoying the perks of being a new grandmother.
I do know after our child was born, they decided to quit the divorce. She got so excited she get to be a grandma.
So they decided to take another run at it because they talked about it, and everything's going smoothly for a little while.
They're a family again, but it's not picture perfect. Ricky is still around.
Listen, he has to stay with me. He's my caretaker. Okay, gotta go. Bye.
To be honest, I think he was kind of upset about it because, you know, he's like, this is supposed to be my woman. I'm supposed to take care of her, or some other guy's taking care of her.
After Opal's accident, she tells Stephen that she will come back to the house, but she needs Ricky there to take care of her, which sends a very strong message that even though she's willing to live with and stay married to Stephen, that Ricky is really the person she views as the caretaker over her well-being. And this has to be a huge blow to Stephen. This can't be good for his ego at all. And yet, As passive as he always is, he agrees to go along with it just to continue to have her around.
I think sometimes people, in this case, Stephen, end up in situations where they're so deeply immersed in them that they really can't imagine how it's going to get better. And so they sort of adopt something that we psychologists call learned helplessness, where it's not so much that they really are okay with it, it's not so much that they like it, but rather than even trying to escape it anymore, they sort of resign themselves to making the best of it.
Making the best of things can only go so far.
I'm not going, Opal.
What do you mean you're not going? The whole family's going.
You go. Lisa and I are going to stay in tonight.
Opal had come home and her son had a middle school choir concert.
Oh, you're going. Get up.
Come on, I got all this stuff. I'm just super tired.
You just want a quiet night, Opal.
I'm not talking to you.
I think you should leave now.
This isn't over.
Stephen, help her out. She needs it.
Opal viewed that Stephen was just rebelling out against her, that he chose Lisa over Opal, and she did not like it at all.
Once they all came out, she made a phone call and found out that yes, he's still at home with Lisa.
I swear to God, that's it. You want to be with her? Be with her. I'm out.
Can we please not do this, Opal?
The argument continues, in person, late into the night.
It was midnight, and I haven't heard from my dad. He's usually home before midnight because he had work the next day. I called my dad, text my dad, he never answered. Next day it was 8 o'clock in the morning.
When I went to work that next day, I had to swing by his job, and he said, he's not here. I was like, what do you mean he's not here? He didn't show up today. I'm like, okay. So I was concerned.
I'm sorry, can I have a minute?
Opal initially reported Stephen missing on Saturday. She said that he was missing since Wednesday at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Maybe he needed time to himself.
She says that she didn't know where he was, and she said the last time that she saw him was at a fast food restaurant in Indianapolis.
I haven't seen him since. That night we got into a fight, and well, he's been beating me for a while. But that night was the worst.
She shows the deputies some marks on her body and claims that she was abused.
She said that she punched him and he punched her, and then after that he took off in the van, just sped off like a demon out of hell, just sped off, and couldn't get a hold of him, couldn't figure out where he went.
My dad never hit a woman.
I hope he hasn't done anything stupid. He's tried to kill himself before. Just ask my daughter.
She said, I really fear that he committed suicide.
Her report triggers that we enter him into a missing person file, and that goes nationwide.
Then the police get an unexpected lead.
An officer with the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department sees a van underneath the bridge. When he runs the plate, he realizes that this van is associated with a person who's been reported missing.
And I contact Opal to get permission to get into the van so we can look for evidence of any foul play. Opal, full cooperation with us about looking in the van, and says, hey, have at it, do whatever you need to do.
Go ahead, we got permission.
Johnson County does a search of the vehicle and locates blood inside the vehicle. That sort of tips the police off that at this point we're dealing with something beyond a missing person.
But Opal insists the blood is hers.
When Opal tells me that she has a cut on her knee and the amount of blood that was in the van, I question how large was your cut?
It's quite a bit of blood we found, Mrs. Williams.
You know, there's some suspicious circumstances going on at this time.
I requested that the Department of Natural Resources take their boat, which is equipped with a sonar unit, and ask them to look in the area of water where Stephen's van was located to see maybe if he had killed himself, jumped in the river. They didn't locate anything at all. They decided to walk the banks of the river to see if they could find anything. They called me and said, hey, you're not going to believe this, but I just found this roll of carpet tied up with some type of debris that was located near the homeless camp. And it appears to be that there is a stain on the outside of this carpet.
What do we got?
We leave it wrapped up. But what we do is we unwrap just part of it, just enough to where we could peer inside the carpet to see what was in there. What I could see was what appeared to be a human head with gray hair, and I just knew right there that was going to be Stephen.
The missing person case is now a homicide investigation.
A trained investigator knows that's when you become absolutely quiet.
And the truth comes stumbling out.
That is the point when he became suspicious.
Father and husband Stephen Williams has been missing for 4 days when a body is found on the banks of the White River in Indianapolis.
They go to the autopsy, and the carpet is unrolled. The identity is confirmed.
During the autopsy, the cause of death is determined to be 2 stab wounds, one to Stephen Williams' chest, as well as his throat was slit.
And forensics reveals that the blood found inside the van is Stephen's. Armed with this evidence, homicide detective Harry Dunn takes a closer look at Opal's interview.
Johnson County had brought his file over, and I had to go through all of it, and including the video of seeing the officer interviewing Opal. And Opal was a little too calm during the reporting of her husband's missing body.
Opal is asked to come in for questioning.
Opal is pleasant, she's polite.
She isn't told that Stephen's body has been found.
What you reading? Is that about me?
I do my interviews the same way in all of my investigations.
We found Stephen. We know you killed him, and forensics proves it. There's only one thing I don't know.
And so the part of that interviewing tactic is more of convincing the individual that you're talking to that you absolutely know everything already. I know the who, the what, the when, the where, and the how.
We have proof. Just tell us why you did it.
And then she would fall into a position that's called the admission position. That's when a person has dropped their arms. They sit back. A trained investigator knows that's when you become absolutely quiet. And so now it's more of whoever speaks first loses. And there's this pause.
It's true. But I didn't know it was gonna go down like that.
And then the first words that are said is the beginning of a confession by Opal Williams.
He didn't want to come to the concert. He wanted to stay home with Lisa. And that drove me nuts. You want to be with her? Be with her. I'm out.
Can we please not do this, Opal?
Opal's jealousy has spun out of control.
I don't know how much more I can take.
So why do you?
Ricky loves Opal. I mean, Ricky has remained devoted to Opal for a very long time. And so he was there living with her, and Opal has been feeding them these stories about how she was abused and Stephen was being so cruel to her. And so they were doing what they needed to do to protect Opal.
Say the word, cuz.
Charlie actually really cares about family. And Charlie's was not the most intellectual individual.
I think Opal's really good at manipulating people. I think that Opal, for whatever reason, has an ability to get these men to do whatever she wants them to do. Particularly, I mean, she only knew Charlie for like a month.
Ricky and Charlie were with me, and they saw how broken up I was. So they came up with a plan.
They came up with a plan to lure Stephen into the van. Charlie was going to go inside and have him come outside with the plan that Opal had fallen and needed assistance.
Is she okay? Did you guys talk to anyone, or did you guys call anyone? Wait, what are you doing with that knife?
Stephen saw that Charlie had a knife. And I think Charlie got a bit rough with him.
Julie! Hey, wait! Ah!
He cut Stephen's hand real bad, and that's when everything got out of control.
No, don't do this. Shut up! This can't be the only way.
When they get to the river, they drive the van down the embankment. They all get out, and at that point, Stephen is asking to talk with Opal.
Ricky, shut up. Let me just talk to Opal. Let me just talk to her.
I guess Stephen was fearing for his life. So he asked Ricky and Charlie to call me.
Ricky. Fine. It doesn't matter anyway. Opal, why are you doing this? Oh, please don't do this.
Opal's now yelling over the phone. You shouldn't have did this. You shouldn't have hit me. You should have never done that. You should have gone to the kids' play. She's having these excited utterances and pretty much blaming him for him being in this position. She's explaining to him that this is all your fault.
No, Opal, baby. I know in your heart you don't want this to happen. We can work it out. If it's the insurance money you want, I can give you money. I can give you anything you need. Opal, yeah. No, Opal. Ricky. Don't. No. Look at me. Please, finish.
Ending his life was now more of a request from Stephen because of the agonizing pain that he was going through and knowing that it was soon going to happen. This knife was not very sharp. It was a dull knife. And he's trying to slice his throat.
After Charlie slit Stephen's throat, they find some carpet remnants. This is sort of a dumping ground underneath the bridge, and they wrap Stephen's body in the carpet.
So they didn't push the roll of carpet into the water far enough. And their hopes was more that the carpet was going to weigh the body down and keep him underneath the water. And that just simply was not the case.
He was begging me to forgive him.
There was some conversation about a life insurance policy being part of the motivation for the murder. They talked about it when Stephen was calling and begging for his life underneath the bridge. He told Opal, don't spend the money all in one place.
But investigators believe the primary motive is the oldest one in the book.
But he cheated on me, you know? Why didn't he just come to the concert? None of this would have happened.
She wanted Stephen to be married to her and devoted to her, and he was choosing not to be.
On March 21st, 2015, Charles Lehman Jr., Ricky King, and Opal Williams are arrested.
Charlie was the person who actually murdered my dad. Ricky just did it because of Opal, because he was so in love with her. She was the plot master person.
They were all charged with conspiracy in killing Stephen.
A lot of people in Opal's situation might have just gotten divorced. But in this case, there was money involved. Opal was able to get insurance money if Stephen were to die. And so I think it's so hard for most of us to put ourselves into the mind of the sociopath and think this way. But how a sociopath would think about the situation is always in terms of what is in it for me. How will I come out the best?
One of the things we know about narcissists is one of the worst things that you can do is reject them, not want them, not desire them. And I think that Stephen's attention to Lisa may have provoked that feeling inside of Opal. And when you reject a narcissist like Opal, the rage builds up inside of them and they want to get you back in a more painful way that you got them.
To the extent that Opal expressed a lot of rage and resentment at Stephen for the fact that he had this extramarital relationship with Lisa, I think that that was probably part of Opal's recruitment strategy to get Ricky and Charlie on board as her allies, and I think that's really the dynamic that probably was more in play here than any kind of real, true resentment over the affair between Stephen and Lisa.
The case never goes to trial.
All three of them eventually pled guilty.
Opal gets 50 years in prison for her betrayal, Ricky 45, and Charlie 55. But no court sentence can heal the wounds.
I do miss Stephen, and I think about him a lot. The things that he went through during not only the last moments of his life, but pretty much that whole relationship that I've known him. All the things that he endured for her, it just weighs on me. I really feel bad. I really feel hurt for him.
It just destroys me because I can't call my dad. I can't do that. It just hurts me because one day I was sitting there like, hey, let me call my dad. You know, your grandchild's turning 1. Oh, wait, I can't because he's gone. And it just really makes me emotional. It just kills me because I can't talk to him.